Hi everybody, I wanted to do a quick update on hedgehogs in the garden before they go off into hibernation. It's early November and it is quite mild at the moment, so they are still quite active. I should point out that apart from that title image, I changed the camera to infrared. It does do colour images, but this puts a light on when the camera is set off, and I don't want to disturb them any more than necessary at this time of year. They need to take on as much food as possible, especially as we appear to have got two quite small juveniles in the garden. You can see from the timestamp that this is quite early in the evening. I put the food out as soon as the sun sets, as soon as it starts to get dark, and these two youngsters have been out quite quickly. It's difficult to tell their size on these images. I know they're quite small ones because I was actually out in the garden when they were there and I could see. The rule of thumb is, I think, 450 grams to be able to hibernate successfully, or hopefully successfully. I am a little concerned about the hedgehog on the left. They are both definitely small. As I say, it's difficult to tell on these images. That one is definitely the smaller of the two, and whether it is quite at that weight, I'm unsure. It's not too far off. And I think in this instance, because as I say, it's not so far off, its behaviour is fine, it's eating plenty, it's not wobbly on its feet, it's not out during the daytime, then I think it would cause it more stress to be caught, picked up and weighed. And I think it's probably best to leave it at the moment. As I say, it is quite mild. We're putting out lots of food. There's some straw around the garden for bedding if they need it. And I will film for the next few nights and just keep an eye on them. Now I think this is definitely the little dilly one, and then this is the sibling. See, I don't think those two are the same as the one in the clip before. Oh, I don't know, now I'm looking at it. Is the one on the left? That's the slightly bigger one. Is that the one that was in the previous clip? I'd be interested to know what you think. I'm pretty sure these are siblings, as they're eating together quite happily, but you can see the size difference there. This next section's taken at the same point, they're both still there, but again this one looks much bigger. Perhaps it's the mother. Any ideas? you can see here some interesting behaviour. I think this is probably a male. He's rubbing his scent glands along the path. That's a way of communicating to other hedgehogs. You see this one's quite itchy. Hedgehogs do have fleas. They can carry quite a lot of fleas, but they are very specific to hedgehogs and don't transfer to your dogs or cats. If you see a hedgehog in your garden that scratches, it's very likely that it has got fleas. There's nothing you need to do about it. Certainly don't give them cat or dog flea treatment, as this can be very harmful. And so, as you can see, the hedgehogs came and went throughout the night. This was their last visit at about 5 o'clock this morning. And again, I think this one is one of the 2 juveniles. So if there's any more developments before they go into hibernation, I'll update you. Thanks for watching. Bye.